Greetings, children of the screen, your friendly neighborhood nerd scum here, coming at you with another Quick Thoughts videos, this time taking a look at Injustice vs. Masters of the Universe #1 by Seeley, Williams II, and Colwell. We open with Zodak, the last member of the Council of Elders of Eternia. As he speeds home through the cosmos, he informs us about his world, the world of Eternia, home of Castle Grayskull and all the power within, watched over by the sorceress and protected by her champion, He-Man. We then cut to He-Man and his compatriots fighting a battle for the heart of Eteros, Eternia's capital city, where He-Man is being impersonated by the android Faker. Butts are kicked, names are taken, the king and queen are freed, but at the end of it the people who have been watching as the battle raged on begin to protest and throw rotten fruit at He-Man. They apparently prefer the dictatorial rule of the Faker. He-Man lowers his head and with a heavy heart speaks, telling them that the Faker was a despot who used his power only to enslave them, but he will only use his power to ensure their freedom, or he won't use it at all. And with that, he transforms back into Prince Eric and exits. In the distance, Zoltana and Swamp Thing watch on. They think that after all this time, they might have finally found their man. Elsewhere, Adam meets with his mother, lamenting his predicament, and after she has given him assurances and begins to exit, in the background we see Swamp Thing quickly snatch Adam out of frame. He's brought before Batman and his rebels. Cyborg then shows a holographic history of everything that has happened so far in the Injustice universe, and they ask Prince Adam for his help in defeating Superman once and for all. That is when Teela jumps in with a surprise attack, managing to land quite a few blows before she is entangled in vines, but to everyone's surprise it's not Swamp Thing, but Moss Man, the Eternian counterpart to Swamp Thing, who tells her that Batman and his people are on the level. We then cut to Earth. Three boys walk down what used to be Crime Alley, and one of them considers vandalizing the Superman logo marking the wall. But before he can act, Copperhead leaps down screaming, "You are judged guilty of pre-crime. Your sentence is Spain." From far above, Wonder Woman watches as we hear the vicious beating taking place. She reports into Superman that it was a successful test run of the new tech. Then from somewhere far away, we see Superman in his operations center, and he almost smiles as he states that they might have had their differences, but now he has to be able to see that there's nothing they can't accomplish when Superman and Batman work together. And with that, we reveal that Superman has Batman hooked up to an elaborate series of machines that is helping run their pre-crime program. Then, as a cloaked figure enters, we get our next big reveal as Skeletor is revealed to have been found on the edge of death by Superman and is now in his employ as a magical expert. Back on Eternia, Prince Adam receives the blessing of the sorceress to aid not Batman, being told that he is not simply a champion of Eternia but also of the universe. With her blessing, Orko and Teela join the cause, while faux Batman designates several of his team members to remain behind on Eternia in Adam's stead. Prince Adam says there's one more thing he has to do. With that, he raises his sword and shouts out to the sky, "By the power of Grayskull," and he's transformed back into He-Man. We then cut back to Zodak, who has just reached Eternia, but before he can break Atmo, a voice from behind him apologizes, just as the Black Racer cuts him down. As he dies, Zodak mumbles, "Must be warned, he's coming for Grayskull." And the voice of the darkness bellows, "No, Lord of Apocalypse does not come to Eternia. Darkseid is here." And that is where this issue leaves us off. The artwork in this book is highly stylized but exceedingly dope. Williams and Colwell have a long-standing history together, they are proven to work together exceedingly well, and here they are firing on all cylinders. The combination of their styles working in unison allows them to take characters that have maybe a slightly ridiculous character design, or for that matter worlds that have slightly ridiculous setups, and kind of ground them with a still highly stylized kind of rendition that allows them to feel more grounded while at the same time not losing any of that oomph that's like inherent to what makes those characters so cool. The writing in this issue does a really great job of establishing the characters and the basic plot. However, with the scope of the worlds and the roster of characters that we're dealing with, that's kind of all this book has time to do, so we don't really get a really good indication of what the series as a whole is going to be like. However, based on what we got here, I feel like it's off to a really good start, and it was a lot of fun. In conclusion, guys, I had a lot of fun with this book. I don't really play the Injustice games, and I'm not really that big a fan of the Masters of the Universe franchise, but despite both those things, I still really enjoyed this book. It was a great setup, it had great art, it was a really good jumping on point into this story, and all in all, I really enjoyed it. So this week, this book is going to be getting 3 out of 5 GGs and a recommend. But that's just what I thought, guys. Did y'all check this book out this week? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you like this video, please leave a like and share it with some friends. That's more important now than ever with everything YouTube's been changing up on small YouTubers like myself. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit that little bell so you can get updates on all the dope content I'll have coming out here in the future. And furthermore, guys, if you'd like to follow me on Instagram or Twitter, I will have the links for that in the description below. Once again, thank you very much, children of the screen. I hope you all have a good one. Nerd Scum, out. By the power of Grayskull! What the... It's like the Ricola commercial.